You were one that's no stranger to helping out in the community. So what is a day like today? You building a ramp for a disabled veteran here?
I'll say building a ramp. You coming out here, we heard of it throughout the building and in the Saints facility. And it's just something that makes perfect sense for the Saints to be a part of. Anytime you have, a great organization that's embedded into the community like it is, you're going to be able to partake in events like this.
Is there a little bit of team bonding that goes along with this? Because a group of guys away from the field a little bit, helping out the community. Is there a little bit of chemistry that can be formed with this?
Absolutely. So especially, you got a core big guy in the building, Mike T over there. You got young Marcus Davenport, and he's only been part of the Saints for a year. You already know that he's a part of the community. Taylor Stallworth, David Onyemata, just buying in. You talk about guys that show up together. When you have reliability like that, you can also know that there's always going to be a little bit of extra camaraderie there for you to talk about in the building.
Marcus was just talking to us about some of the things he wanted to improve on from last year. How much can you help him see through to his potential?
He is a freakish talent in terms of how athletically gifted he is, and it's just about that rapid growth that we saw during his rookie year. As long as he continues on that steady path of continuing to develop his mindset of how he's going to attack a offensive lineman, there's no telling what he's going to do this season. I'm pretty excited about the growth from year 1 to year 2, as I normally am. I'm not usually looking forward to a person's first year, but give me their second year, give me their third year. As they continue to grow into a pro, that's where it gets exciting.
Let me ask a couple other guys, but what is the vibe like in the building? Now that you're coming back after another devastating, ending, and all that.
We're ready to work. Overly ready to get back into the building. I wish, week 1 was upon us, but that's not the case. We've got, we're in the first part of our, the 3-part process to get to in season. You got your OTAs, you've got your in training or your training camp, then you've got your preseason training camp, and then of course you get to season. And we're at the very beginning of these stages. Overly excited to be in the building. It's wonderful to be around the guys. It's wonderful to be out there lifting, working out, running with our guys, seeing where everybody's at. And it's almost like nobody's dropped a step, really. It's more like you don't have anybody coming in overweight. You don't have anybody, having to get on the right mindset. We're all in the same mentality.
Is that how you feel right now? You feel
absolutely
peak?
I feel sort of optimal. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'd like to say that I'm overly excited to see what the D line can do. Of course, we're hurting. We're missing Sheldon Rankins. The absence of Marcus is going to devastate everybody in the back in the back of our minds. But the ability for us to have a young core group with forefront leaders, Alvin Kamara, Mike T, Sheldon Rankins, David Onyemata. We brought in Mario Edwards Jr. He's overly excited to learn whatever he can. We brought in Malcolm Brown to take Tyler Davidson's place, I guess, because he went over to the red and black team. Still don't get that. But for everything that we have in our building, we're super excited to be back to work.
We talked a lot last year before the season started about your snap counts. Last year, I think you got like 100 fewer snaps. Is that good? And did you feel fresher at the end? Like, did that turn out to be a positive move?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Yeah, I'm gonna let analytics be analytics. I have no idea. I know that I want every snap that I'm able to play. Every possibility to take the field and put our team in a better position, I want to be a part of that. As far as the Saints go, it's always special to take a field with a group of men that you've bled with, you sweated with, and you care about.
So you actually don't care about that number. That's more for the coaches to worry about?
Yeah, I'll let the top brass worry about that. I know if I take the field, it's taking field with a purpose.
And you never had a problem, even though no other defensive lineman in the NFL does it. You had no problem with 90-something% of the snaps the year before last. Like, you were good that many snaps, even though no one else does.
I'd like to say track record shows I'm doing just fine there. I don't worry about snap count. I'll let brass worry about it.
Is that, would you say, like, the way you see it, one of your biggest strengths that you have?
Or flaws. Maybe I'm just overly selfish. I mean, maybe that's... it depends on how you look at it. I always want to be on the field. I always want to go after the quarterback. I always want to be able to put my other defensive linemen in best position. Because if the offense is focused on trying to shut me down, it's letting a lot of other guys go. If you're trying to focus on containing ranks last year, then is you going to free up David Onyemata? If you try and focus on David Onyemata like the Cowboys were trying to, that lets a lot of other things go.